Boy, I said shut up. Boy, I said shut up. What can we do, huh? Let's see if we can find it. Here we go.
This is the J.R. Hendrick Texan Gentleman podcast that deals with the early life of my alter ego, J.R. Hendrick. This episode is in a narrated format, commentary by myself and J.R. Relax and enjoy the adventure. Take care. God bless.
Yeah, I hate when my phone acts like that. Okay, so we're now on the 23rd of December. It's 3 a.m. Kyle shows up stinking drunk and half out of it. He climbs in the bed with Madison. She refuses to let him touch her. Ooh, trouble in the marriage. 7 a.m. The family is having waffles for breakfast at the house in Gainesville. And JR's like, he's like, Mama, I'm going to be going with Ken to see Brent and his parents in Waxahachie. I'll be back late. Betsy's concerned. She's like, well, what about your cold? And he says, well, Mary Fields gave me some cold medicine. I'll just be fine. And Kyle, he pops up, oh, you're too good, this shit said. So just one day with your family, even though you're going to law school. And Jim, he jumps out from the head of the table and knocks Kyle against the wall, grabbing him again by the collar. Kyle, I told you, shut up. Okay, this is for both Jim and Kyle this time. Okay, because this is necessary. It's not very often that we have to school multiple people, but in this case, yeah, guys, come on now. That's pretty idiotic. Now, and JR, being the better guy, is like, Daddy, let him go. He's weak already. And Grandma Mary, she gets up. Can't let him go. You acted just like your daddy 45 years ago. Yeah, because it's lore, Daddy said in Thanksgiving of 50 that Grandpa got drunk and he started beating on Daddy and Grandma, even Carl. So, to imagine. So, JR's like, well, I ain't staying here for this. I'm taking my breakfast to the den. So, Max, Thomas, Rachel, and even one of Jim's friends went and joined JR in the den to talk politics. Now, the mood at the table is somber. Jim's glaring at Betsy. Betsy's glaring at Jim. Okay, so it's 11 p.m. and Ken shows up With Papa Bear's white Ford F-150, explaining to JR that he had one more day with it until Papa Bear flew back in from his business trip with Dr. Pepper early tomorrow morning. And Ken's like, man, are you okay? That cold looks awful. And JR launches into a tirade like, well, you know the reason why I got this damn cold anyway is because of all the stress going on with Daddy and Mama over another Kyle and Kyle's acting like an idiot, you know. I'm leaving after Christmas to go back home. And Ken's like, well, you know, it just happens. Clara, meaning his sister, wants me to be back in that area anyway. I thought maybe me and you and Jim Bob get together and talk over things. Oh, but never Brad. I never want to see him again. That's what Ken says. Okay. 3 p.m. In his office, Jim arranges the trade-in of JR's Hummer for what would be a wonderful surprise Christmas morning present. The Hummer we picked up at the ranch Christmas Eve. And in walks Kyle. Well, bye-bye, Hummer. Looks like my clean brother is back to humming it, Kyle said. And Jim's like, boy, watch your damn tone. And he says, now all you grown kids are getting a new car, including you. So keep your yap shut. 7 p.m. at Waxahachie, Jim is having dinner with Brent, his sister Annie, and his parents, along with Ken. And Annie says, you look like you just did in the newspapers. You know, Annie's admiring JR, and JR's like, and so Brent said, Annie, quit acting like he's famous or unapproachable. I got you the job at K-Mac. If you want to talk to JR, he's available. Lovely. Meanwhile, at 9:30, at the Hendrick estate in Gainesville, Jim is sitting by the fireplace with the house, sharing a drink and talking about issues in the Clinton White House during his first term. Now, it's 11 p.m., and JR returns to the house, and he's feeling weak and sickly. He climbs up the stairs and goes towards his room, which is just across the hall from his parents. Kara, I can hear down the hall Kyle and Madison quarreling about the ranch. So I put on some headphones and listened to some Christmas music that Dr. Michelle, Karen, and Brad had given me. Pretty interesting. Now, we're at Christmas Eve, 6 p.m. St. Gabriel's Ascension of Christ Church in Gainesville, the 6 p.m. church service. The whole Hendrick family is there, even Kyle, who Grandma Mary gently cajoles to go because for the sake of the family. The communion service was beautiful, and the Christmas story was fascinating. But JR was barely hanging on, having flu-like symptoms. 8 p.m. JR, Kyle had this hold 'em fast military rule that his kids had to wait to open presents on Christmas morning. So, Grandma Mary put the kids to bed. Now, we opened our presents. Mama got me a book about the U.S. Constitution from Ascension Christian College. Grandma Mary got me a book. They had some pictures, but it was actually a large print version of the congressional record. A suggestion made by Daddy. Cousin Max and Uncle Tom got me a Texas Tech senior ring. And Mama had got me a Texas Tech jacket. And Uncle Carl made this pronouncement. Jim, Mama already knows. I'm moving with Donna this summer to South Jordan, Utah. She's getting a PhD from the University of Utah in Salt Lake. I purchased a condo in Lubbock for Max to stay so he can be near JR. I'll have to make arrangements for Mama, Jim says. I figured I'd put her in a specialty house up there in Wayner. Betsy and I will make the arrangements to have it transferred, and we'll keep an eye on her. Grandma Mary hands JR a present. This was from your Grandma Elizabeth. Your mama couldn't handle it to you because she's dealing with a lot. The phone plan is already loaded, and I hope that you enjoy. Don't be a stranger. Call us. Now, I think one of the niftiest gifts that JR got was a jacket, the book on the Constitution, it's all good. Now, 5 a.m., George and Andrew wake up Kyle and Madison to open their presents. George got a large-sized kid toy truck for him to drive around the Hendrick Mansion in Galveston and the ranch. Andrew got a UT football for kids from Grandma Mary. George and Andrew got identical toy trucks from Santa. George got a large dump truck, and Andrew got a little toy known as a Tinker Tot. You know them little slightly bigger rattlers that kids age 1 to 5 kind of like. Yeah. I don't know what they were called back in the day, but for the sake of the multiverse, that's what we're going to call them. Alright, so it's 9 a.m. As all the kids are enjoying their Christmas gifts, I was laying there in my bed, half out of it, praying that God would heal me. 12 p.m. In JR's room, Christine and Grandma Mary coaxed JR to eat some broccoli and rice casserole, turkey, mashed potatoes, and dressing. 1 p.m. Jim is talking to his friends. Kyle is working with a caretaker to look after the grounds of the mansion. That's a refresher course. And Madison has the kids in the upstairs TV room watching Batman Forever. 3 p.m. Okay, you can picture this. Okay, he's going down. Mike Fields is going downstairs, and he is pissed. He's angry. And he's in the suit and the cowboy hat, much like he wore when he was doing official business with Jeremy Swain. He watches as he walks into the dining area where Jim is playing cards with Bill Mayer. And he stomps his feet and glares at Jim in the eyes. "You're disgraceful!" Mike fumed. "Mike, what the hell's going on? Can't you see I'm discussing company?" JR is lying up there, sick. You spend all this time fighting with Kyle, appeasing Kyle. What about JR, who said just a couple weeks ago was the chip off the old block? Damn, Mike, I forgot. I'll take JR to his car. And so, JR, Daddy grabbed me out of bed and had me dress and come downstairs. This is your Lincoln Garfield, boy. Limited edition. Been here since 1 o'clock. And I'm sorry, boy. Been distracted with Kyle and company. Thanks, Daddy. I love you, Jared said. Carmen's gonna take it and you for a quick ride. Get you some medicine for you and some juice. And then you're gonna pile up in the bed and get some shut-eye. Okay, so you can imagine this. Now, it's 5 p.m. The family is sitting down for Christmas dinner again, minus JR. Kyle's in a good mood for a change. And Kyle says, "You won't believe this. Daddy gets Madison a Chevy Suburban and me a Chevy Camaro. Hot stuff. That's what I am." Alright, he's in a good mood, but that don't justify what he just did. Kyle gets the bail for being an idiot. And Thomas, the cousin, said this. He said, "You ain't hot nothing until you start putting yourself together." Thomas said, "Betsy, give me the keys to your hotel suite at the Hyatt. I need to get JR out of here so that I can take care of him. He looks really sickly." 9 p.m. at the Hendrick suite at the Hyatt. Thomas and Rachel are watching a Richie Rich movie as JR sits down and reads a book about constitutional law. Written by Bill Maher. Thomas tried to talk me into criminal law, but I knew the one thing Daddy and I had in common was that we didn't want me to become a criminal defense attorney. I spent most of the evening reading the book by Bill Maher. When the little movie ended and we started playing country music, I started crying, missing Grandma. It's kind of a sad ending. It's a good episode in many ways. It's a bad episode in other ways. Jay, I'm going to let you give the first review. I give it 4.4 ginger ales. And a Lincoln Garfield. You, Jimmy? I give it 4.2 ginger ales and a Texas Tech jacket. There we go. Indeed, there we go. Hope you enjoyed listening to the J.R. Hendrick Texan Gentleman. If you like what you hear, please subscribe. Become a part of the adventure. This is the James Hendrick Empowerment Network saying until next time, get ready for the rest of the story. It's going to get somewhat bumpier from here.